This video will go over creating personal auto text, dot phrases, smart phrases, whatever you call them. This will show you how to make them. So first of all, you can use a smart phrase or dot phrase in anywhere that you use free text. But before we get into how to make a smart phrase, I want to talk about why you would use a smart phrase. First of all, smart phrases can be a large amount of text that you type frequently, such as a patient reevaluation note, but can also be a way to remind yourself or assist yourself during evaluations of certain patients. So for example, on this page, I have a dot phrase that I frequently use for chest pain patients. The smart phrase here has multiple areas to underline, and these underlined areas you can access by hitting F3, and each time you hit F3 it will jump to the next underlined portion. And so this is a way for me when I have a low risk chest pain patient to say, hey, did I think about a pulmonary embolism? Did I think about other causes of chest pain? And then I can document the discussion I had with the patient and their plan to discharge home after their troponin. So that's one example of a dot phrase. The second example is just using frequently used wording or sentences such as a reevaluation note or other sentences that you frequently use. So for example, here I have a transfer that I transferred the patient care to another resident, which happens every shift. And then I also have a note about a patient who I feel is unsafe to leave prior to psych evaluation. To create a dot phrase, what we are going to do is highlight the text we want to use, and we can right click the text that we're going to use. Alternatively, in this red box, there's an icon, and that icon links us to all of our smart phrases or auto text. So we'll click on Save Auto Text. This will bring up a window where we can edit the text we wanted to use, and then we can also name it. So I use a period, then my initials, and then text to organize my dot phrases. You can name them whatever you want, and here you can see that it is saved. If you want to go back in and edit a dot phrase, you can use the edit button here, and you can also add more dot phrases directly here. And for another example, I want to show you how to use it, how to make a timestamp. So if you use this icon here, you can click, and these are templates that Cerner allows you to put into your smart phrases. So there's a large number of templates. There's vital signs, there's labs, there's certain history and physical parts that you can create. But if you look up here, there's one called current time or current date and time, and this will actually add a timestamp to your smart phrase. And so all of my smart phrases actually have a timestamp in the beginning of them. And you can also have a timestamp dot phrase. So this is my dot now dot phrase, which has a timestamp in it. Now, you can also borrow other people's dot phrases. It is a little bit difficult, but I want to go over the process of copying other people's auto text. So first of all, we need to go into PowerChart, which is the inpatient Cerner documentation system. We're going to go up to the top and click on Explorer right here. And we're going to change from an ER resident to a normal resident, hit execute. And at this point, you need to close all of your Cerner windows, including FirstNet, and relog into Cerner. Once you reopen Cerner, we're going to open a random patient's chart. This chart we will go to right here under Manage on the main screen. And here it shows auto text already in here. If you don't see auto text sharing, click in this red box here, and you can actually add auto text sharing to your Cerner. And again, you'll have to close all your Cerners and reopen your Cerner, and you will now see it here in the Manage area. So if I put another resident's name here, I can see all of his smart phrases on the left, mine on the right. And if I scroll down to the bottom, you can see there's a preview of his smart phrase that I selected. And if I click on mine, you can see previews of mine as well. And then if I wanted to copy one of his dot phrases, I would find his name, click on the smart phrase I wanted to copy, and click on that black X there. Now, I would like to add a few words about organizing your dot phrases. Naming them will help tremendously. So For example, all of my dot phrases start with .ek, my initials, as a base name. This will pull up all of my dot phrases. I then add another part, such as MDM for medical decision making, .dc for discharge, or R for reevaluation notes. So what this allows me to do is I hit .ek, it'll pull up all of my dot phrases without having to think about it. I know what type of phrase I want, an MDM note, so I don't have to scroll and search for my dot phrases, and I don't have to remember a certain name for each one. So .ek, MDM, this pulls up all of my decision-making dot phrases, and then if I hit CXP, it'll bring up all my chest pain dot phrases, and here I have low risk, high risk, and STEMI dot phrases. And this is just an easy way to organize your dot phrases to prevent having to use more brain power just to remember your dot phrases.